Good morning, class. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're having a good Wednesday, and to those who have gotten laptops today, yay! All right, let's go ahead and take a seat. We do not have any homework that needs to be turned into our basket, so we should all be in our seats now. We should have our warm-up paper out. Make sure you have picked up your papers from the basket, and let's go ahead and get started on our warm-up. You have 3 minutes. During this time, there should be no talking, no getting out of your seats unless it is to sharpen a pencil. Everyone needs to be working on their warm-up. You have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Please be sure to write down your vocabulary to know words. You have 2 minutes. If this is 5th period, NIPSO, make sure you're writing, please. If this is 1st period, Mr. Jesse, make sure you are writing. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Mr. Angel, in my 5th period, make sure you are writing also. You have 1 minute. You have 40 seconds. Fifteen seconds. Alright, let's go ahead and get started for today. Your learning target says I will be able to explain the functions of the excretory system. Can everyone say excretory? Very good. You have 3 vocabulary words you need to know. The first one is kidney. The second one is nephron. Can everyone say nephron? Good. And the last one is osmoregulation. Can everyone say osmoregulation? Good job. Your warm-up reads, what is the order of food as it travels through your body, beginning with your mouth? All right, class, let's go ahead and do this with me. I'm going to start with my mouth. After my mouth, what am I going to, class? Your esophagus. After your esophagus, you go to your stomach. After your stomach, you go to your small intestine. After your small intestine, you go to your large intestine. And after your large intestine, you go to your rectum and anus. Very good. Let's make sure we have that down. All right, what is our goal in biology this year? It is to have satisfactory on our STAR test. Our bigger goal is to become better people. And how do we get there? We have come to class every day with a good attitude and we put forth effort. In my pre-AP classes, we are trying to make sure we are getting advanced on our STAR. We also want to become better people, and a good attitude and effort will get us there. Announcements, you do have a unit exam next Thursday. Tutorials are today. If I gave you a slip yesterday, please make sure you attend tutorials today, or you will be assigned detention. Again, if you was not assigned tutorials and you want to come, please join us. All right, we're going to watch a video. We're going to take some notes. Then you're going to act out an excretory play. You'll have an independent practice, exit ticket, and closing. That will be all for today. Class, when I say excretory, the word you are going to say is exit. So when I say excretory, class, what do you say? Exit. Good job. We're going to go ahead and watch a video on the excretory system.
Stop. Do you know which system of your body takes the extra liquid out of your body? Did you know that most of the food we eat also contains a lot of liquid? But you don't know which parts of your body throw extra liquid out. Imagine what would happen if all the liquid stayed trapped in your body. So you think a blast would occur in your tummy if your body didn't get rid of extra liquid? It does not happen like that. The body has certain parts which take care of extra liquid. All these parts are part of the urinary system. This is also called the excretory system. Let's understand more. The main parts of the urinary system include 2 kidneys, ureters and bladder, and a urethra. The kidneys are 2 bean-shaped organs. All of the body's blood passes through it, and it filters the blood, and waste liquid is changed into urine. The kidney is made up of several small cells called nephrons that are like small filters. They keep all the nutrients and good blood contained and convert waste into urine. From the kidney, this urine goes into 2 very thin tubes. These tubes are called ureters. From the ureters, it goes into a balloon-like organ called the bladder. When the bladder becomes full, then you feel like going to the washroom to pee. From the bladder, it passes out of the body from a part called the urethra. Oh, it seems your bladder is full too. Do you want to go to the washroom? Can you hold it in for some time? Do you know which muscle helps you to stop pee for some time? There is a muscle lining around the bladder called the sphincter. It stops and holds the flow of urine until you reach the washroom. Okay, go empty your bladder now. Goodbye.
All right, that was just an overview of the urinary, what we are going to call the excretory system, just so you can get an idea of what the excretory system does. All right, at this time, everyone should be on their guided notes paper. We're going to go ahead and start our notes for today. Your function of your excretory system is to filter your blood and remove the waste. You're going to filter blood and remove the waste. There are a few organs that we want to circle to highlight that act in our excretory system. The most important organ that acts in our excretory system is our kidney. Make sure you circle your kidney. It is that bean-shaped organ right there. That is your kidney right here. After your kidney, we're going to circle our urinary bladder. It is this little balloon-like organ here, your urinary bladder. After our urinary bladder, we are going to circle our urethra. That word is urethra. Can everyone say urethra? Good job. That is what is going to let the urine exit our body. The next one is your ureter. That word is ureter. Can everyone say ureter? Good job. That is what actually brings your urine down from your kidney to your bladder. And the last one is your nephron. Can everyone say nephron? Good job. All right, and if you look down here, you see the definition of a nephron. It is small units that make up the kidney. So I have a picture here. This is exactly what a nephron looks like. Here is your kidney. If we cut it and we went inside of the kidney, you will see all these little things are our nephrons, which are blown up here so you could actually see what one nephron actually looks like. That's one nephron, and there's a lot of nephrons right here in your kidney. All right, I'll give you about 10 more seconds. Let's go ahead and move on. Turn your paper over. So we've been talking about homeostasis, and when I say homeostasis class, what do you say? Balance. If I say excretory class, what do you say? Exit. So we're going to talk about homeostasis in the excretory system. Why is this important to us? So we have this word called osmoregulation. Can everyone say osmoregulation? Good job. It is just a balance of water in the body. You see that word osmo? That's for our water, and regulation is for our balance. So it's a balance of water in our bodies. So we're going to go through a little scenario. What happens when you are thirsty? When you are thirsty, your hypothalamus, which is a part of your brain, your hypothalamus detects a change, which is your thirst level. Your hypothalamus detects a change, which leads to your pituitary gland, which is a big word that I'm sure you don't know, but it is a gland in your body that releases a hormone. So your pituitary gland releases a hormone. Let's continue to follow the arrows. Which goes to your kidney nephron. Those kidney nephrons are then going to increase H2O absorption. What in the world does that mean? That means they're going to take more of that H2O into your kidneys because you're so thirsty that the kidneys need to keep that water in your body instead of let it go out. So increase H2O absorption. We're going to increase the amount of water that are in our kidneys. So we're going to keep those in our nephrons. From that, because we keep our water in our body, in our nephron, in our kidneys, then you should expect to have more concentrated, darker urine. You're going to have a more concentrated, darker urine, meaning that's why your urine gets really, really yellow and starts to smell. It's because you're thirsty, you're dehydrated, so your body starts to keep that water in. And the only way for you to keep water in is to have a darker urine. So we need to make sure that we are drinking, okay? Drinking water. Water increases, decreases our thirst level. So make sure you're drinking a lot of water. As a result, we want to make sure you understand, is this a positive feedback or is this a negative feedback? I'm going to give you 30 seconds to discuss with your shoulder partner if it is a positive feedback or a negative feedback, and how do you know? You have 10 seconds. All right. It is a negative feedback. And how do we know? Because we are moving towards homeostasis. We want to be balanced. So when we're thirsty, we're not balanced. So because we're not balanced, all these things happen in our body. We detect the changes. We release hormones. We increase H2O. Meaning this increasing that water to stay in our body allows us to reach or go towards homeostasis. So that's a negative feedback. Good job. And that is why your pee gets really, really yellow. Again, because you need to drink more water. We're going to check for understanding. What is the function of the excretory system? It is to filter the blood in the body and remove your waste. Check for understanding. Who am I? I'm a small unit that make up the kidneys. I function in filtering the blood. Who am I? Raise your hand if you think it is bladder. Hands down. Raise your hand if you think it's kidney. Hands down. Raise your hand if you think it's nephron. Hands down, raise your hand if you think it's urethra. Hands down. The answer is nephron.